It's not going to be easy. It's going to be fucking hard.
Alrighty, boys and girls, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Welcome in, guys. Say hello in the chat. Don't be shy. Hit the like button for me if you would not mind. Good morning, guys. Oh, who do we got in here? Good morning, Fari, Liquidity, Hindsight King, Melda, good morning, Caden Trades, Nika, good morning. Marcel, Winchester, good morning. What's up, Robin? Futures analyst, Oscar, Hudson, good morning. Official Lane. Good morning, guys. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. 1 second. We got, what time is it here? We got like a minute and a half until market opens up. So we'll go ahead and jump into the charts. First and foremost, as far as the economic calendar is concerned, we have red folder news at 10 a.m. We have manufacturing PMI. It is NFP week this week, boys and girls. NFP protocol is Monday through Wednesday. Technically, Thursday is actually the day before NFP, where we want to be potentially more careful, I guess, and potentially risk off. But plan is to be trading live every single day this week. We have no news tomorrow. And daylight savings is on Sunday, boys. So next Sunday we'll be moving the clocks ahead 1 hour for, I don't know if everybody, I think I asked you guys this before. Are there countries, does everywhere do daylight savings? I feel like it doesn't happen everywhere. But just keep that in mind. If you guys are somewhere that doesn't adhere to daylight savings, you'll have to obviously change your trading schedule next week by an hour. So anyway, boys. All right. So PMI at 10 o'clock. As far as the news goes, we got market opening up here in like 10 seconds. And obviously big wartime news over the weekend with the United States striking Iran. There's opening bell. And, as expected, we got this big gap down to open the week. And we rally up into the gap. We sell back off to another new low. We should see some volatility. Looking at the daily, this is what we look like on the daily. We've got all of these lows just literally waiting for price to come and run them out. The interesting piece about this is if you're watching the other assets, those lows have been traded to and through with that gap down on Dow Jones. So Dow Jones opened up below those lows on NQ. This is obviously ES as well, right? So we've taken out some of these short-term lows on ES and NQ, and not on, or I'm sorry, ES and Dow Jones and not on NQ. So is that all we intend to do down here, or do we see lower prices is the question. On the 4 hour, was kind of interested in the fact that we closed below here. We still have a little bit of this gap that maybe we want to trade back over. Potentially we'll see. And even on the hourly right now, right, we've got these bearish inefficiencies that, if we do trade above here, we're going to close this hourly candle, obviously, in the next 30 minutes. So when that happens, if we're closing above this gap, I personally like higher, Asia high, etc. Maybe even this relative equal high from London on Friday that we were attempting to trade into on Friday. So that'll be kind of the thought process here. It's going to be really determined on what this hourly candle closure looks like. And obviously that'll have us waiting until the 10 o'clock news anyway. So that's how that will line up. But that's what I'm thinking for right now, boys. Don't want to jump the gun too much, obviously, with the wartime news and NFP week and all the fun stuff going on in the markets, boys and girls. We'll not try to predict, but react to what we're seeing. Not every country does that. Yeah, what countries don't do anything with daylight savings? I'm curious to know. Somebody teach me like I'm a 5-year-old. And don't tell me to Google it, because I'm not gonna Google it. Why would I Google anything when I have the chat? All right, let's drop down. 15, yeah, obviously displacing up here at the open. 5. It would make all the sense in the world to rally as well, I think, just based off of probably the sentiment around the wartime news. So yeah, right now 61% of the chat is bearish. We're pumping up. Only 25% of the chat is bullish. I put a little poll on my IG story yesterday, just asking what people thought was going to happen, and yeah, it's like 74% bullish, or I'm sorry, 74% bearish. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be that easy, boys. It ain't gonna be that easy. Why are you not traveling the world? Trading allows you to. Well, I traveled a lot when I was younger. I also have a dog now, so I don't really have. You know, the other thing too is my dog is not vaxxed and not neutered. So in terms of like boarding him, basically no boarding place will take him because he's not neutered, not vaxxed. This is an anti-vax household, and so whenever I travel somewhere, I gotta get like family or friends to watch him. And yeah, truth be told, I haven't really traveled all that much ever since probably, I mean, other than like smaller trips, but we'll get back to it someday. I got so many fucking Sky Miles just built up, dude. I got so many Sky Miles. I'll be flying for free for a little bit whenever I do start traveling again. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Travel now that the world is potentially starting World War III? And I'll fly to a big city and get blown up. Yeah, I got a lot of Sky Miles, dude. Oh. I would say I'd fly to Dubai and then just like, you know what I mean, fly my wife out, but now Dubai's getting blown up too. Habibi, come to Dubai. Oh fuck. Wolf Dubai in the chat. My bad, bro. Are you in Dubai? Are you in Dubai? I saw that video of that hotel that got blown up. That was kind of crazy. And no, I don't think that one was AI. Are we really trading this PA? We might at some point, yeah. I'm just chilling for right now. Wanted to see what we do here off the open. News at 10 as well. Everything is fine. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I guess kind of the scarier part about this whole thing is, well, I'm the tinfoil hat guy, right? So, anything that's like just like going on in the media, I just assume is like a bullshit story at this point. And you know, I'm of the opinion that Israel's basically behind everything, and like all the scary stuff going on in the States right now with like, oh, these. Like the news is like, oh, we got all these sleeper cells. Well, everybody watch out. Everybody be careful. There's all these sleeper cells, all these Hamas sleeper cells walking around the United States, probably gonna cause a riot, cause an uproar here, or whatever they're saying. And you're seeing some of this stuff happening. Obviously, like what happened in Austin, Texas. There was like a mass stabbing in DC, dude. So, and obviously, you know. Who's actually behind it? I have my opinions. Other people can have theirs. But either way, it's just pretty, you know, Pretty shitty. So much for the no new wars, chap. We kind of we were talking about it for a while. It just kind of makes sense though that they wait until the State of the Union is done. After the State of the Union is done, they go and they finally strike. But other than that, how's everybody's weekend? Everybody just itching to get back to it after all the craziness, or what? First trading day of March 2nd, boys. Oh yeah, and then the new Apex plant, dude. This was actually an eventful weekend, like across the spectrum. New Apex plans dropping. Oh my gosh. World War III starting. I mean, what the hell? This weekend, if you were bored this weekend, you might have to check your pulse. All right, we got Asia high. Like, we stopped just short of Asia high here at 901. All right, come here. Come here. Come here, you dirty birdie. Well, who was I thought I saw, hang on, let me scroll back up. I could have swore, oh no, Oscar. Fuck. I didn't know who it was. I just remember I saw as I was saying, well, Nika was saying longs anyone, I'm scared, and then Oscar said at 927 in short already. Oh fuck. Oscar, were you short into the open? Or did you get out? Yeah, I probably might as well just drop down to micros here. I'm definitely not going to be on minis. Now, why does TradingView do this? There you go. Yeah, we left Asia high here on every single indice. I haven't taken it out on Dow Jones, ES. We'll see. We're only 10 minutes into the open. Only 10 minutes into the open. The new Apex rules make Top Step look like Saints. Why is that? Make Top Step look like Saints? I don't know if that makes any sense. Got BE. Lit ass weekend. Ready to become a profitable trader this year regardless of World War III. Listen, if you turn profitable for the first time during World War III, I feel like that should be also worthy of maybe a Medal of Honor. The Nasdaqistan Medal of Honor. It's bike week in Florida. What does that mean? So everybody like gets together and like just rides their bikes around town? All the traffic gets angry at all the bikers because they're hogging up the lane and it's just endless honking and road rage, or is it, or no? PA limited 6 payout in the back to evals or a live account. Yeah, the way that it was outlined to us was that it would be a live transition. I see based on how it was worded on the website and some of the screenshots that were going around is it's worded on the website to make it seem like you're just going to be shafted. I don't think that's going to be the case. I guess we'll find out though. Right, we'll see, man. We shall see. When cliff jumping, rope swing into creeks was a lit weekend in Australia. Cliff jumping and rope swings into creeks. Man. How tall are these cliffs we talking? Are we going to sing Firework today? Maybe. Only if we enter longs and we're in profit. If we're in longs in profit, we'll definitely rock some Firework by Katy Perry. If not, then we'll have to keep that one in the back pocket. Yeah, dude, Friday ended up being the choppiest chop from hell. But how are we to know that they were going to strike Iran literally at midnight? You know what I mean? That's only information privy to like Nancy Pelosi and Barron Trump. Well, nice little rally at open. We're kind of just chilling right now around the 800s. Kind of hesitating. Did actually SMT here off open. $10.10, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, 1010. Hang on.
Nice.
There you go, 1010. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. For your birthday, if you could give us a beautiful, easy winning trade, that'd be sick. Thank you. Looking for longs? I mean, yeah, I would say more so potentially. We have news at 10 o'clock. And my plan going into the session was, you know, probably waiting until 10 because of the red folder news that's incoming. And then we'll see what we do with this, like hourly inefficiency and 4-hour OB because we'll get the close. But yeah, probably bullish unless this changes in the next 10 minutes. I framed this up just as we were stalling. I was like, what are the odds we could maybe see a quick retrace to 50%, you know, retest the structure, refill this imbalance, and then we left the Asia highs. You know, if we would have done such a thing, perhaps I'd have been interested in maybe joining the longs a little earlier, but we just took out Asia high on ES now. Or what is this high, actually? Not Asia high. Oh, it's an old high. My bad. My bad. I take that back. We did not hit Asia high yet. Good morning, Bella. Bella, how we doing? You staying safe over there? What's up, Felix? Absolutely not a consolidation day. We're just start. Yeah, no, not, I don't think it'll be a consolidation day. Good. Check my DM. Okay, I'll do so after stream, Bella. So you don't consider the war? What do you mean I don't consider the war? Of course I do. But what do you mean by that, Felix? Consider the war as like we have to be bullish or have to be bearish? No. Nothing like that. Usually gives for a really bearish market. Well, we gapped down at the open, right? We gapped down at the open, and actually, technically, Felix, that's not true. If you actually look, I wonder if I can find this. Let me see if I can pull up. It was even shared. I think I saw it on Twitter this weekend as well. It's shown like every time we've entered war, how the markets actually end up rallying like over the span of, you know, the following months. But yeah, usually, obviously, initially there can be a big dip as there's a lot of uncertainty. Let's see if I can find this. That's not what we were looking for. You know what? Maybe I just need to search X. Oh, I should have saved it. I should have saved it, chat. I wasn't planning on show and tell. Well, anyway. I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. Unless I come across it, I'll save it. But, yeah, no, I just think it's, you know, I'm not going to have any sort of like fundamentals, like sentimental hard and stone bias. Like if the chart is telling me one thing and it's, you know, let's just say it's bullish, right? Like if this hourly candle, if this hourly structure is going to close like this, you know, we're going to get this disrespect here. You know, I'm not just going to sit here and be like, oh, I have to be bearish because we, you know, went to war with Iran over the weekend. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, I'm just going against what my eyes are saying or what my eyes are seeing, right? Like, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just trade what I see on the chart. But we'll see what we want to do here. We got macro just beginning. We got news in 9 minutes, guys. We got PMI manufacturing, red folder news. Equal highs? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I know I'm kind of blocking it here. If I show you guys all three... Oops. If I show you guys all three, like I'm always just kind of watching to see how we react off these levels, right? Like obviously bullish off the open doesn't mean we have to just stay bullish either though, right? Like I'm still going to kind of depend on what the hourly close looks like, which in the next 8 minutes, like anything could happen, right? We could retrace all the way back down and end up like holding the gap, or it could be just a really strong rejection off of Asia high, which we've now taken out on ES. We've now taken that out on Dow Jones. You see this new week opening gap from the gap down being pierced by Dow Jones as well and ES, right? So, you know, if we were to, I'll move ES up here. I'm blocking it a little bit. You know, if we were to get a really strong reaction off of this, like, I'm not probably going to want to be too bullish. You know what I mean? Because at that point, we're going to be having bearish PD rays forming on the 1 minute or lower time frames, etc. But, you know, that's why waiting for the candle closures is so important. Because, you know, sometimes you can get faked out by trading how it looks 1 minute, but then literally, you know, like the hourly candle closes in 7 minutes, you could be looking at a completely different, you know, chart. So you just got to be patient. Let's get this back here. Oops. Get her back. Get her back. There we go. There we go. I don't know why my drawings keep deleting. Is your guys' trading view a little bit buggy this morning? Or is it just mine? Yours is too? Yeah. Every time I'm clicking on this chart, or not every time, but like it keeps like switching these and then like my drawings are disappearing. Same? Okay. All right. Well, it's not just me then. What the heck? We must be in Mercury retrograde, chat. Drawing up here and disappear for you. All right. All right. Well, we're all in this. As long as we're all in the same boat, as long as I'm not alone. It's always better to be in it together. That way, you know what I mean? If we get faked out today, we can say, well, hey, listen, TradingView was being awfully glitchy. It made it harder to trade, so can't blame us. It's not a skill issue if it's a software issue, you know what I mean? Built-in excuse today, chat. Built-in excuse. The chart is about to move to the left. Unprecedented, never before seen price action in the NASDAQ. We've got price going back in time. You got it, Scott. Scott knows. Scott knows. All right, guys. News in 4. News in 4. Guesses that we... My guess is that we still trade above this Asia high on NQ, I think, but we'll see. See what I mean? Come on. Trouble accessing the Apex dashboard? Let me see. Yep. Unexpected token database error or whatever. Oh, hang on. Now it worked. We'll see. Nope. I'm in. Daddy is in. Oh, hang on. Now it says database connection failed. All right. So yeah, I guess there is some issues maybe. I guess there is some issues. I hit refresh and it just said database connection issue or something. Oh, there you go. So we got TradingView glitching out. A little bit of connection issues with the dashboard with Apex. What's next? We're going to click buy and it's going to put us in a short. Wouldn't that be some shit? Wouldn't that be some shit? You guys like click the buy button and it puts you in a short anyway. And then you win. You're just like, oh, that worked. Thanks. I'm not in a trade right now. I'm not in a trade. Yeah, I was going to say that. But then it wins and you're just like totally like, you're like, now what do I do? You know what I mean? It's like, do I post about it? We do have a 1 minute bearish PD array that is forming right now. We got news in like 2 minutes. 1 minute change in the state. This is like a just a change in state. I wouldn't actually consider this like a real like structure shift though. You're gonna click buy, and then it's going to order you a Twister Blister Guck 3000. A Twister Blister. A Twister Blister, huh? That doesn't sound so bad. As long as I don't get the blister. You know, on second thought, I'll take two. All right, guys. News incoming in 30 seconds. We're stalling here. The silence before the storm. Ready for Iran deployment? I guess. Yeah, if you don't see me on stream anymore, I got drafted for World War III. There we go, boys. What are we thinking, chat? How are you guys feeling going into the 10 o'clock hour? Obviously, the hourly close was bullish, right? We did inverse that hourly gap. Pretty strong close. We are getting a reaction off Asia highs, though. This is decent, though. If we can get a pullback here to start this off, manipulate into here without flushing all the way, and then we hold, I like potentially looking for longs to NQ's Asia high as well. Is anybody of the opinion that this is just going to flush this entire move? I'm curious. I don't think so, but I've been wrong before. Yeah? Handful of you guys are expecting that. Okay. Oh, righty then. Are we just gonna... Is that it? Is that all the manipulation? 1 minute OB here. And to the moon we go, maybe? Like, should I be long in this? Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I do kind of have a feeling that we could just see 10 a.m. just expand higher though, but I don't know. I don't love it. I'm tempted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little tempted, but $15-minute gap. It's gonna be a little disappointing if this just like is perfect. There's Asia high. My limit at the opening price wouldn't have been filled. It tapped the wick. There's Asia high on NQ now. And previous hourly high. We just look so strong on ES and Dow Jones right now. We are still just in a pretty decent premium here from just our regular trading hours today. My bias with the war, it's my bias, like the wartime bias. The only bias that I had was that I was pretty certain that we were going to gap down. You know, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if we did get another drive lower, you know, the early part of the week or something like that, but I'm not going to predict what I think is going to happen. I'm just going to react to what price is doing on the chart. The only thing that I thought was certain was that we would gap down, and I don't think that was a hard prediction. But other than that, is just wait and see what price does. Trump to address the issue at 11, actually. Does it say it? Does it say it anywhere? Nice Bitcoin candle. Oh, you just talked about on the higher time frame, the rally? Yeah. See, my Asia high got deleted again. All I did was click on the Bitcoin chart and come back, and now my Asia high marking is gone. Whatever. Stay gone then. I'll look at a clean chart, see if I give a shit. What am I looking for today? Well, I was looking for longs here, potentially into 10 o'clock. I dropped the limit on this 1 minute OB and I took it off. I wouldn't have been filled anyway. I took it off. Just didn't really love it. And at that time, ES and Dow Jones were already kind of pushing above these highs again. So just didn't want to have a situation where like we SMT, we maybe do one more drive down below like these equal lows, rebalance this, and then we go or something like that. So I just took it off. But I mean, yeah, I mean the 9 a.m. candle, the hourly candle. I told you guys I wanted to rely on this to give me my bias for the morning, which I said if we closed bullish like this above the hourly gap in the 4 hour, I liked longs for continuation. So I still stick with that. We got a good close, even after taking Asia high on the other indices. It was still a very strong close. It wasn't like a crazy rejection with a lot of displacement down. So continuation longs still, to me, makes sense for this hourly candle. Which we are getting right now. Did anybody hop in this long right here? Using this 1 minute OB, got a little 1 minute gap here as well. It's kind of just moseying along here. Maybe your break even if you're just trying to be safe, but yeah, we're coming to the end of the 10 o'clock macro here. We're not moving too fast. A little too high for you, yeah. Took a long after VWAP. We hit VWAP, did we? Where's VWAP? Where's my VWAP? Wait. Which VWAP? The upper band? Or what? Must have been. Should we throw a little volume? Do we do a little VP on this? I scared some folks. Some people in my comment section were like, dude, what the fuck? You started trading volume profile? I'm like, no. If we just go with this range, this is what we look like. Obviously, the current session is still developing. New York VWAP, what's the difference? Is that a whole different indicator? Anchor VWAP from the open. I don't even know how to do that. I don't trade VWAP at all. That's like the one thing I never traded ever. How do I anchor it to New York open? Inputs. Anchor period, session. I think I'm in the right spot. Open. Week, month, quarter, day, decade, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this is stupid. Separate tool? Well, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. That sounds kind of silly, though, to be honest. So you're kind of like cherry picking data. Not that it's not important data, but you're kind of just cherry picking data. It's like, what do you do? It flips the VWAP from your cherry pick data, and then you go, all right, well, let me just actually switch that up again now. Yeah, I got the wrong tool, I guess. Yeah, guys, we're getting this expansion. I mean, it's what we kind of expected here, but it did feel a little bit like kind of a long and a premium right here. Didn't it, boys? Didn't it kind of feel like that a little bit? Or is that just me? Yeah, we're kind of just stair stepping up now. Who's in longs? If so, what's your target? If I was in these longs, you're getting this gap fill now on NQ, and ES is filling it at the filling it at the moment. Otherwise, yeah, it's like those equal highs still just. I've marked this high out like 10 times now, and TradingView keeps deleting it. But 99, 25,099. This is equal highs from London on Friday. Let's see if TradingView delete. I don't know why it keeps deleting my freaking drawings. But yeah, otherwise we're filling the new week opening gap right now. This could kind of be where we stall out for a bit. And it's 10:15 about to be here. I'm just sitting here waiting patient, guys. I'm not in anything right now. I liked the longs going into the 10 o'clock hour, just wanting to see the 10 a.m. candle be just continuation after this 9 a.m. close. We're getting that, but it's all right. Just sitting on hands right now. Who's in what though? Some of you guys are going for the gap fill. 998 is your TP. 998. Okay, yeah, so right before 25,000. Are you just going for like an internal high here? Maybe. First one was right at open, Chino. Bullshit. Chino, drop it in the Discord. I need to see the executions. Give me some inspo. TradingView isn't deleting. It's just disappearing, but the tools are there if you refresh. Oh, well. Either way, it's annoying. So you're saying I might just have 20 drawings on the same level for when it finally like stops doing that? $25,037. Yeah, now that sounds more like these internal highs. Yeah, literally. Yeah, I'm using the TradingView desktop app. You guys having the same issue if you're using your browser? TradingView deletes your FEG indicator every day. What the heck? What the hell? Well, boys, we're just waiting right now. We're just waiting. Somebody said that Trump is supposed to talk at 11. He's supposed to address the situation in Iran. Can you guys verify or deny? I didn't see that anywhere. I don't see that anywhere. Google's down 2%, Nvidia up 2. Is this right? Damn, guess so. Trump is going to mention Iran at his 11 a.m. event at the White House. Oh. So he's not like actually speaking? Financial Juice 942. Trump is going to mention Iran at his 11. Oh, there it is right there. Trump won't rule out U.S. troops in Iran if necessary. AKA, expect us to send U.S. troops. Yeah, I don't know. We maybe could see shorts here. I feel like we're in a pretty heavy premium with some maybe we get a retracement to that unfilled, the rest of that unfilled 15. We tapped it. We wicked into it at 10 o'clock, but we've got the gap fill now for the new week opening gap, and could potentially see some resistance here. Shorts coming at 10.29. I don't hate it. Oh, I don't hide it. The peace president. MAGA fooled again. Yeah, I guess so. No new wars, chat. No new wars. But the real question is like, do you think you would have gotten... I'm to the point now with my politics where it's just like, I think you're going to get whatever you get regardless of who's in office. Like, whatever happens was probably going to happen anyway. The only thing that really changes is how the general public views things. You know. But yeah, I've never been more convinced in my life that we have absolutely no control whatsoever. Whoa! Sure. I'm not in anything right now. I'm just waiting. I don't really see anything that's like super duper obvious. If anything, I would actually still favor the longs probably if I was like forced to pick something, that's probably what I would do. I marked out that I just deleted the drawing, but the 5 minute this OB, like if I had to pick, I'd still favor that, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not trying to predict too much. We'll just see if anything pops off that is clear and obvious. Yeah, Apex, there was some connection issues, I guess, with the dashboard. Paris, are you in short? Because I missed the long. Oh, you're in short right now? I mean, it looks a little bit better on ES. For now. What's going on here? Andrew Jones said, and Apex is offline. And then Connor says, Andrew Jones, don't ever step foot in Alaska. What? Andrew Jones, don't you fucking ever step foot in Alaska. What? Fuck. Oh. Oh, fuck. That was, I don't know why that was so funny. I swear if the break evened me in dumps, are you were in shorts that just got break evened? Yeah, it looks a little bit better on ES for the shorts right now because we're holding that gap. NQ closed above it, and we might see a sell off here around 10:30, or we might just see accumulation until like 11. I don't know. Either way, it's not like really obvious right now, so I'm not doing anything. Trying to be a good disciplined little boy. You know what I mean? Just try to be a good little boy. Try not to be too naughty all the time. You know, you got to pick your shots, right? You got to be naughty at the right times. Yeah, well, yeah, and then we got Trump apparently talking at 11. I don't know exactly what that is, but they just, oh, okay. It is added to the calendar now on Forex Factory. Yeah, due to speak at the Medal of Honor ceremony. I wonder if this means that we get the move here at 10:30, and then 11 o'clock is just like 11 o'clock macros is dog shit because he's going to be talking. Well, yeah. So you guys were like, Tyler, why don't you travel more? Travel more. It's like, dude, I've got like at least three death threats in my chat that I can recall off the top of my head. I was told that if I go to Chicago, I'm gonna get evaporated. If I go to Detroit, I'm gonna become a campfire story. And then I got told that I'm not coming back home if I go to India. All of them sound like stinky situations. However, the people in the Sunshine State, they seem awfully welcoming. You know, you got Jamie offering me to come down and go on bike rides. It's bike week in Florida, chat. It's bike week. Let me know when Shark Week is, and I'm gonna dump a bucket of chum on myself and go swim in the ocean. All places I would never go to. So true. Oh my god. Tyler, dude, literally. Chicago, Detroit, fucking India, bro. Oh. Nazaka Wakachik 7515 says, if you ever want to come to Chicago, let me know. I'm a licensed chauffeur. Dude, I can't. Oh. Do you have a different name like Gregory or something? Because that name's a nightmare, buddy. Atmanand. Amanand. Atmanand. I'm going to call you Gregory. That name's a nightmare, buddy. You guys know the reference? All right, I'll pull it up. We just opened 10:30, by the way.
All right.
I'm still here, sir.
Just keep us on the line.
I'm always curious about these things, but is your real name Gregory?
No, sir. My real name is Atmanand.
How do you get Gregory from that?
Oh, Gregory was assigned to me by NavGuide.
Why don't they let you use your real name?
They say many Americans find our real names hard to pronounce.
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna play by their rules anymore. From now on, I'm gonna call you Amanand.
All right.
Atmanand.
What is it?
Amanand.
Atmanand.
Almond?
Atmanand.
Well, I'm gonna call you Gregory because that name's a fucking nightmare, buddy.
Dude. Oh, isn't that the most fitting thing ever? Nazaka Wakachik 7515 said he's a licensed chauffeur. That could be us. That could be us. I'm gonna call you Gregory. Yeah, it looks like the shorts pink come in here. New 30-minute candle. It is a 2R if we get a fill here. I'll drop a sell limit on the OB retest. And if not, then it's whatever. Or if we don't get it, it's fine. Shorts basically came in 1029. Did they? 1029? Kind of. I forget who said that, actually. I forgot who said it. I'm not going to scroll back up. Atmanand. Yeah, I know we got Trump speaking at 11. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if we might get this move here at like 10:30, and then 11 might be a big nothing burger. We'll see. All right, it just tagged me in here. Gonna see if we can get this 50% retrace below even like these equal lows. Would be nice. Dow Jones is selling pretty quick here. Atmanand. Oh, shut up. Holy fucking wick. I made a video about the new Apex rules. If you want to watch, it's like an 8-minute video, so it's super short. But really, all you need to know is that they have end of day trailing drawdown plans now, and there's no MAE rule, no 5-to-1 risk reward rule. Kind of it, really. I mean, I might get stopped out on this. Jeez, dude. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Really, the main difference between like the intraday plans and the end of day plans is like for a 50K account, it's 2,500 max drawdown for the intraday, 2,000 max drawdown for the end of day. All the PA fees are $79 with the new plans. Damn, bruh. We literally wicked this low right here all the way back up, and now we're fucking pumping. Yeah, this doesn't look good. All right. I'm just going to cut it. No bueno. That sucks, though. We did get, like, a reaction, right? So we got a new low, technically. And that was just it, though. I'm out of this trade. We'll see what 11 a.m. looks like. Obviously, we got Trump talking, so we'll see. Yeah, I got a little bit more of a move on Dow here. Like Dow, we ended up retracing all the way down. We ended up, this 15-minute still has yet to close. But we're wicking back up on this 15 now. $10 a.m. is just looking like a shit show. Russell, what's Russell doing? Why is Russell for the win? Why does that comment make any sense? Literally looks like the exact same shit. Russell for the win. Cleaner than them all. Okay. Oogie. What is your city famous about? Yeah, one of the things that my city is famous for is sexy, nonchalant day traders. Crazy. I don't know. It just happened that way. The most nonchalant, the most look-smacking moggers you've ever seen. I don't know. I don't know. It just kind of happened. Yeah. That's pretty much it, though. That's pretty much it. Pretty quiet town for real. Everybody's inside on charts. You got me, Angelino. What's not to love? What's not to love? Dollars dropping. If it's any consolation, the first idea is actually still playing out now. $10.30 shorts into longs. New 15-minute candle here. So yeah, Dow Jones did end up actually respecting the gap. No. I don't know, boys. A little bit of a tough read. Down 450. On that short attempt there. Part of me was very close to when we wicked this and came all the way back up. Part of me was like, wanted to take it off, but then I wanted to not bitch out. Should have bitched out. Bearish SMT with shorts incoming. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what we're gonna get if Trump is talking at 11. We're either going to get a lot of movement or a lot of just range. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what we're going to get at 11. We'll wait for some displacement, though. I mean, probably the only argument you could have made against this was this. We just didn't have like a ton of displacement. It was more so wanting to frame 1030 into a drive down to a new 30-minute gap that was left. Off Asia highs. 30-minute gap was not tapped on any three of these indices. Who thinks bearish today? Low skill issue. I didn't think bearish today necessarily. I just thought we could get a little bit more of a drive down here. Imagine being so low IQ though that the only comments you can ever come to think of is like skill issue. Like tell me your IQ is room temp without telling me. You can't think of anything else. You know what I mean? You just make all the traders look retarded. Just because they have to associate with you. You know what I mean? Bitcoin up 6.45%. Oh, that means we're about to dump. Well, it doesn't really matter if you were talking about me or not. It's just a stupid thing to say. Why aren't you aiming for Asia highs? We already hit Asia highs. I do think we hit them at some point, yeah. The equal highs at 25, 100 basically. The new Apex plan, yeah. Basically all you need to know, guys, is just that they introduced end of day trailing drawdown plans. The only difference, main difference with the actual parameters of the account, let's just use the 50 account for example. The main difference with the parameters is that you have 500 less max drawdown. On the intraday old plans for a 50K account, it was 2,500 max drawdown. Now it's 2,000 max drawdown on the end of day plans. There is no MAE rule, which is you couldn't have a position that was over 30% unrealized drawdown of your balance. That would have been a reason for payout denial. There's no 5-to-1 risk reward rule, which means that you couldn't, before you could have a rule break or payout denied for taking a trade that had a negative 5-to-1 risk reward, if that makes sense. That's gone. 50% consistency. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else important. I mean, that's really it, guys. Otherwise, it's $79 PA fees for now. That might change. They might do higher prices for the higher sized accounts in the future, but right now it's 79 across the board. 6 payouts and then live transition. No monthly fee, but it's only active for 30 days. So that's the main difference. So like if you think about Lucid, you can sit on an account for more than 30 days. With Apex, you can't do that because it will go inactive whether you've passed or not. But you will not be rebuild for a rebuild. W. Justin Werleen? What? Oh, didn't expect that. Appreciate it, Kevin. Dude, I heard, didn't WAP, I saw Dodgy posted about it, that WAP removed him off their platform, and I also heard that he isn't actually refunding the people that he said he was refunding. Thanks, futures analyst. I try to be a good guy. I try. So they just give you another account? No. I mean, if you don't pass the account in 30 days or fail the account, like obviously if you fail the account, it's pretty self-explanatory. You got to get a new one. But even if you don't fail the account, let's just say you're like halfway to your profit target and 30 days goes by, it'll count as like you got to start over. It'll count as if you failed. So you do actually have a time deadline. You have to pass in 30 days or that's it. That's probably the main difference. But you're not going to get rebuild, right? Like how many people would buy a bunch of Apex accounts during those 90% off sales? You know, like forget to cancel them. And then all of a sudden, like the next rebill comes out. And by the time the next rebill comes out, you're getting charged a higher price than the deal you bought. So now you're getting like rebill with a bunch of higher priced accounts, right? So now you just don't have to worry about that. And the average lifespan of the accounts are not very long. I mean, most people are, especially since they're 1 day pass, most people are passing them or failing them in probably a week. No, Wolf Dubai. I mean, if it's an older account, everything stays the same, like rules wise. Is the shorts coming in now at 11 a.m. macro? Kind of looks that way. Yeah, we got Trump supposed to be talking in 5 minutes, so see what that wants to do. Tempted to try another short here. I'm tempted to try another short here, but I'm a little bit like, this is 5 minute is still so choppy that this could just chop me up. So I don't know. In some aspects, the safer trade might almost just be like, be willing to miss out on the short and then get the long. Yeah, still 1 day pass, still 20 accounts max. Other than that, though, guys, I don't think there's any other rules I'm forgetting to mention. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. A lot of you guys are very familiar with how Apex was. And, like, just the pure having an end-of-day trailing drawdown option is basically, like, music to so many of our ears. I mean, that literally was like the only thing that well, there was other things you could dislike, I guess, but that was like the main thing. It just made it so hard. You literally had to become a scalper, I think, to kind of make that work. At least in the early stages of your PAs. Let's see. If we respect here and see you drop down, I think maybe we see lower. If not, then this is ugly. It's the 5 minute chart right now. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even realize that, but yeah, the 150K accounts, all in cost 160 right now. After activation. Or what does that end up being? You said $60 for, yeah, so 80 bucks, so 140 actually. It's like 140 something. Most people just like the 50Ks because the ratio is still better in terms of like the profit to loss. What's up, Javier? What's the difference between end of day drawdown and trailing? End of day is, you know, basically like TRADEIFY, Lucid, Top Step, where whatever your balance is at the end of that trading day determines, you know, if your trailing drawdown follows you up or not, versus like when you're on an intraday trailing account, it's based on your unrealized and your equity curve. So like layman's terms, if you're in a trade, let's say you're up 50 points, you go break even, but you're holding because you're expecting it to hit like a higher target, and it pulls back and gets you up break even, it's going to treat your account like you just took a 50-point loss, even though you just had a break even. So it's tough because you can't really, if you get caught in chop, it's tough, especially if your size is a little bit too heavy. You can't really easily withstand big pullbacks and give back too much profit because it cuts into your trailing drawdown too much. Yeah, it makes it really hard. Makes it really hard just because you can't really give your trade a whole lot of room to breathe, or at least you don't really want to a lot of the time. Even though sometimes that's what a trade requires. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now we just see how everything plays out, right? So, you know, see how Apex handles the changes and how they handle traders, you know, trading on the plans and all that. So we'll just have to take it as we go here. But yeah, I believe right now, the only thing that is not live or wasn't live when I was looking last night was the bulk ordering. That's supposed to be coming as well, where you can bulk order like 5, 10 accounts at a time. As of right now, I think it's just still 1, but bulk ordering is supposed to be coming. Which would be really nice. It'll be so nice or so bad for some. Imagine somebody, that's the only problem though, is like one at a time, if you're like somebody that's going on tilt, you guys have all done this, right? Where you go on tilt with like, let's say an eval account, and you take a trade, max position size, whatever, you blow up, you reset, you blow up, you reset, you like, I know you guys have done this. You guys have done this with evals before. Now imagine that on like a bulk order, and you do that like a bunch of times. That's where it could be like, oh God, you know? So be careful, boys. You know what I'm saying? Recommendation. I mean, here's what I'll say. Like, all I'm saying is here's what I would say. TRADEIFY, Lucid, Apex. Apex now just like comes into the rotation as, you know, kind of the same opportunity as like a TRADEIFY, a Lucid, a My Fund of Futures, you know, versus like before, to me, you couldn't really trade them all together because you had to treat your Apex accounts differently, you know, because of the intraday trailing. Now you don't got to worry about it. You can treat them the exact same. And that's what's nice. The shitty part about like, especially if you're doing any copy trading, is if the accounts are different sizes, it's a little bit of a difference. But really, obviously, if it's really different rules, then you can't really copy trade very well because you got to treat different accounts different ways. You know, so it's just one of those things. But to me, it makes everything more seamless. And like we'll see if any changes come in the next, you know, few weeks. They did tell us to expect potential tweaks, right? Like kind of like more expensive PA fees for the higher priced accounts, things like that, which I think is just kind of to be expected. But obviously right now they're going to be collecting data on, truthfully, how profitable these plans are for the company, you know, and if the company is losing a shit ton of money off of different things, they'll make those changes. So we'll see. But for right now, it is what it is. Take advantage. Yeah, Trump. Is Trump talking yet? And is this live anywhere? Yeah, bro. I mean, dude, the 10 o'clock hour was just... Go figure, right, chat? We get a big rally, a big move at the open, and then, like, this 10 o'clock hour is just... And we did get the expansion higher. I mean, so we were right about what the hourly candle was going to do overall. Funny enough, still went short at the 30-minute mark, but... yeah, I mean, the 10 o'clock hour here is just... Shit. All right, I see it. He is live. He's not talking. My bad. He's not talking yet, though. These guys, they're not even seated. They're not even seated yet. He probably don't start talking. I bet he don't start talking for another 15 minutes. You know what that means, boys. This shit ain't moving. This shit ain't moving. What's up, dude? You wanna come say hi? Come here. Come here. Jump up. Or not. Yeah, guys, I mean, they're not even, like, seated yet. I don't even know. This might be a minute before it starts. Starting, what time is it? 11:06? 11:07? So I'm anticipating if this isn't going to start for a bit, it's probably not going to, probably not going to see a whole lot of movement for the time being. I say that now, and then as soon as I close the stream, we'll see it's like some big move or something. But, man, I would say for right now, this is obviously building up as a good opportunity to short at some point here. It's really going to be a matter of when and not if. But I like this trendline liquidity as a potential sell side target. Oh, they're moving. And otherwise, just jumping up here in time frame a little bit. Here's your 15-minute. Like, look at this. Look at, like, come on, man. You can't make this shit up, bro. Like, right when we're trying to trade, this is what we get. Come on, man. Come on, man. Anyway, well, I guess that's really it, boys. I'm really just waiting for an opportunity at this point. Perhaps it'll be later in either lunchtime, like when this ends, maybe like lunch macro. Otherwise, I'll take a peek back at things like early PM session. But I mean, we've got our buy side draws that we could go tag. We've obviously got our sell side draws below these lows. If price does want to go for those today at any point. But as of right now, I'm not going to force the issue on either on either side. Took one attempt trying to get the short below these lows and a little bit of a rebalance. And it was right after the 30-minute closed, and we left behind this 30-minute gap. Huge 30-minute gap that was left behind. And it was left as a breakaway on all three indices. Dow did not hit it, ES did not hit it, and NQ left it as well. So that's what we were trying to go for off the Asia highs, was that little candle range there. But no cigar, no bueno. Down 400. Down 400 across my accounts. Not too bad. We should survive. We should live to trade another day. Just kidding, it's all over. You have a husky too. How you manage his stubborn? Beat that ass? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, you just gotta be firm with him. You just gotta be firm with him. He's one of those dogs where it's like if he's doing something wrong and you like say his name like all calm, he just keeps going. But if you get your dad voice going, his name is Jax. So I'll be like, Jax! Get him that. You know what I'm saying? That little, all of a sudden it like gets them fucking like kind of a shock. And then all of a sudden their ears come down. Yeah, that's usually what it takes. And if that doesn't work, I just say, I'm going to get you neutered if you don't fucking knock it off. And then sometimes that works too, but. Yeah. It is what it is. How'd you guys do today? Like I said, one trade for me, one short, one L. I did cut it before full stop, but had a nice. I really liked this OB close here, and then it did sponsor a new low technically. All right, so the 1 minute tap, we took this low and then just wicked all the way back up. As soon as this happened, my intuition was telling me to close it, but I stubbornly held it, and once I was convinced that we were screwed, and I just, I saved myself the last however many points it was, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, they're still not even talking yet, but this might be a while. I'll keep you guys updated on X if I take anything else today. Gonna kind of just be waiting to see where we go, what levels we trade into. Are we gonna start displacing and moving towards one direction of this range or not? If we kind of just keep getting this grindy action, then we're just going to grind up towards these levels of buy side. But even after that, still like in the shorts at that point. So that's really it. Kind of just waiting. Get him neutered for sure. I didn't want to get my bully neutered, but as he got older, his prostate started to swell up, and I noticed he was pissing blood. Yeah, that's like the main reason for getting a dog neutered is basically testicular cancer and other issues like that. Yeah, I know. Just was trying to be nice and not cut his balls off, but I know that I probably should. Currently in long, Chris. Yeah, longs are playing out. Obviously, the first trade that the first idea that I had was this 10 o'clock. We had this push down at the open with the news. And then we put this 1 minute OB in. And then I took the limit off. And funny enough, if I just stuck with that same thesis, this is playing out. Oh, well. Nothing I can do about it now. So we'll be back. Small little paper cut for the morning, and The week is just getting underway, boys and girls. We'll see what Trump has to say here at 11. Yeah, they're still doing whatever. It's, what is it, 11, 13. They're not even getting started yet. They don't even look like they're close to getting started, to be honest. So, all right, guys, enjoy your Monday. I will keep you updated with any other updates. Otherwise, boys, appreciate you. Hit the like button before you hit the Dusty Trail. I'll be back live here tomorrow morning, same time, same place, boys and girls. All right, I'll talk to you boys and girls later on. Enjoy your Monday.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler Trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. John's on my playground, never asking why. ICT moves, smart money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trade snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trader age every single day. Trendline snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.